This report brought to you by American Implement, indebted to the past, committed to the future. We'll look at how big this fall's crops might be in just a moment.
Experience matters. That's why Conestoga Logistics prides itself in having over 40 years of transportation knowledge and skill to serve you and your customers. With a fleet of certified drivers and late model equipment, exceeding their customers' expectations is an everyday goal. Fast, courteous, and professional service with an outstanding safety record. That's what you get when you contact Conestoga Logistics at ConestogaEnergy.com.
Day and night till the job is done, Teeter is the one that works for you. Fields of green reaching toward the sun, Teeter is the one that works for you. Teeter is the one, Teeter is the one that works for you.
Teeter Irrigation, your source for water management.
S&S Trailer Sales, with 2 locations in Ness City, Kansas, is where everybody goes to buy or rent trailers. They feature the all-new, all-aluminum Mauer grain trailer with all of the electric options, the easy-to-load detached trailers, and a huge stock of header trailers. At the west location, you'll find bumper pulls, goosenecks, and oilfield specialty trailers, along with flat and utility beds for pickups. S&S Trailer Sales in Ness City and on the web, but remember, you do have to spell out the "and."
Would you like to see something done about high gas prices and low unemployment? Western Place Energy in Campus, Kansas is doing something about it. They're a proud part of Growth Energy, America's ethanol supporters, and they employ 38 people and will be adding more following the expansion. Ethanol fuel not only reduces the cost of regular gasoline, it's good for the environment and keeps money right here in the United States while supporting local rural jobs. Western Plains Energy, doing something for the future.
Well, according to the latest crop production report from USDA, U.S. farmers are expected to produce a record high soybean crop this year, up 4% from 2017 as soybean production forecast a record high 4.59 billion bushels. Corn growers, though, are expected to decrease their production slightly from last year. That forecast in at 14.6 billion bushels. Now, soybean yields expected to average 51.6 bushels per acre. That's up 2.5 bushels from last year. The average corn yield forecasted 178.4 bushels the acre, up 1.8 bushels from last year. Now, if realized, this will be the highest yield on record in the United States. Now, in Kansas, the 2018 corn production forecast 658 million bushels. That's 4% below last year's production. The area to be harvested for grain at 5.1 million acres, down 2% from a year ago. The yield forecast in Kansas, 129 bushels per the acre, down 3 bushels from last year. Now, sorghum for grain production in Kansas forecast 231 million bushels. That's up 15% from last year. The area for harvest, 2.65 million acres. That's up 8% from 2017. The yield forecast, 87 bushels per acre, up 5 bushels from last year. Now, as we look at the soybeans in Kansas, the production forecast 173 million bushels, down 8% from last year. The area of harvest 4.81 million acres. That's 6% below what we saw in 2017. Yield forecast 36 bushels per acre. That's down 1 bushel from last year. And the winter wheat production in Kansas forecasted at 277 million bushels. That's 17% lower than last year's crop. Area for grain 7.3 million acres, though up 5% from last year. Yield forecasted at 38 bushels per acre, 10 bushels below last year. Now, cotton production in Kansas forecast up 27% from last year. Now, that would be a new record high if it's realized. The acreage for harvest now 116,000 acres, up 26,000 acres. Of course, that's a new record high as well.
The cost of everything has gone up dramatically over the last 75 years. with one exception: keeping electricity affordable.
Wheatland Electric, delivering energy for life, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
When you've had a best friend for over 50 years, you develop a trust. And the Scott Co-op has been a trusted rural friend since 1957. A co-op keeps money in the area, doing business for and with their members. And that helps keep their hometown thriving with keeping money in the community. Scott Co-op is not just an elevator. It's the rural way of doing business. So, when you see an elevator, remember your friends at Scott Co-op.
And a new poll out from Farm Futures shows support for Donald Trump from farmers is slipping a bit. The survey found that 60% of farmers would vote, though, for the president if the election were held today. Now, that's down from the 75th percentile of support that Trump received from many growers in the 2016 election. Trade seems to be the biggest sticking point as farmers and ranchers seem to have some concerns, but they're applauding much of Trump's other policy moves. Farm Futures surveyed 924 farmers from July 20th through August 2nd. They were invited by email to fill out an online questionnaire.
Wolfter Construction and Irrigation has been around a long time, and a lot of folks have trusted them to design, build, and service all sizes of commercial and on-farm storage for grain and equipment. Wolfter is also known for their outstanding irrigation division, where they stock a complete selection of nozzles, regulators, drops, gear drives, electrical, and structure components. Looking for an electric motor? Wolfter has a large selection in single and three-phase. Next time, reach out to the pros who have decades of experience at taking care of business the right way. Wolfter Construction and Irrigation. Conestoga Energy is committed to investing in technology in their communities through Inogen Corn, the exclusive hybrid corn specifically bred for use in the production of ethanol fuel. The Inogen Corn reduces energy usage in the plant, pays a 40% premium back to the farmer, and keeps $3 million in the United States rather than going to foreign countries. It's good for American farmers, businesses, and consumers. Conestoga Energy, fueling the new frontier.